All right, here we go. Week 4. These are the guys you're going to want to add. Look out on the waiver wire. Now, quarterback, I don't know, maybe you were with Garoppolo. I don't know how you have Garoppolo as your quarterback and your only quarterback, but if that's the case, you'd be surprised. Hey, you'd be real surprised. Looks like Eli Manning may still be out there in about half the leagues, 89% of the ESPN leagues. But there's a couple other long shots out here that I like. The one I like the best right now is a guy I'm not really high on usually during the redraft league, but Ryan Tannehill looks like he's coming around. He's available in 91 and 92% of leagues on Yahoo and ESPN. But a couple other names with similar numbers, similar availability. Josh Allen, he's a rookie. If you're not getting penalized for interceptions, this is a guy you may want to think about. He looked like a playmaker. He looked like he was putting his body out there just like Baker Mayfield did. These guys are excited to play, and that's exciting to see. So, you could do a lot worse than these guys. And Joe Flacco, I know what you're saying. Joe Flacco, yeah, well, he looks like he's coming around. And if you're in a desperate situation, the bye weeks are coming around here, you got to do what you got to do. So don't spend too much on these guys, but I'm telling you, they may be out there. Don't give up on it. Hey, running back. Now, there's some guys that are going to be out there that, well, I like. But not all of them are going to be available. There's guys that are available in about a third of the leagues. Kerryon Johnson is still available in about a third of the leagues on Yahoo and ESPN. Chris Carson, the same thing, about a third of the leagues. Javorius Allen, available in 72% of Yahoo leagues and 61% of ESPN leagues. Looks like they're going to continue getting him the ball, whether he runs it, whether they give him the ball in space. He's a playmaker. I know he's not the starter, but he's getting it done. So, you want guys that are going to get it done. And look at Aaron Jones. May still be out there, may still be available in 49% of ESPN leagues. And on wide receiver, well, it took a while. It took 2.5 games, actually, but Calvin Ridley has come to life. 3 touchdowns. Didn't have an impressive yardage game, but he caught the targets, and he caught 3 touchdowns. So how can you argue with that? Calvin Ridley still available in 59% of ESPN leagues and 55% of Yahoo leagues. Geronimo Allison, I've been talking about him for weeks. He's still available in 65% of both Yahoo and ESPN leagues. Geronimo Allison, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to try to run the ball in Green Bay, but they're going to throw the ball. They're using those short drops for Rodgers. They're going to manage Rodgers, and that bodes well for all the receivers. Not so much as far as downfield threat, but getting opportunities, getting targets, and that's important. Mike Williams is coming around right there in LA, and I'll tell you what, 67% of ESPN leagues and 43% of Yahoo leagues. And if you're in a bind for a tight end, Eric Ebron, he's still available in 45% of ESPN leagues, 31% of Yahoo leagues. I also like Will Dissly. I know people were saying, well, he had a bad week last week. He had the first 2 weeks, those were lucky. His quarterback, Russell Wilson, has come out and said he reminds him of Jason Witten. That's good enough for me. The guy that's throwing him the ball is telling me he reminds him of one of the greatest all-time tight ends that the league has had. If you got to get Will Dissly, get Will Dissly. But I'll tell you what, if Evan Ingram was your guy and he went down, you could do a lot worse than Rhett Ellison. You'll probably find him after waivers. You may not even have to burn a waiver. Rhett Ellison looked like he can step in and step up right away these couple weeks that Evan Ingram's going to be out. Do yourself a favor. Go to HallOfFameFantasyFootball.com for more great information like this.